Hello, Brandon. I'm glad you got this in. This will be some video feedback, some midterm video feedback. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask or reach out. First, I wanted to say, I really enjoy your post. You paid attention to the typography. I wanted that to not to go without notice. And you've also embedded an image. It's so much nicer than just leaving the link down here and having, expecting people to open it up a Illustrator file. So kudos for that. Let me just give you some basic graphic design, coaching, I guess. And remember, it's from my perspective. Take it with a grain of salt. So I think you have all the necessary ingredients. I'd like to see the silhouette, though, that you made, because that would give the ad some 3 dimensions. I think in general, it's better to bleed photographs, and by that I mean have them come off the edge. So perhaps, even if you do without one of them, this oxygen tank would make a great silhouette. You could have that rise from the bottom, maybe overlapping some of the images. I like that you have an image of the interior, the spa portion of the resort, and then you have an exterior image, which suggests boating. Similarly, I think with the logo, you could bleed that off, have this purple band across the top. It would look cleaner, I think. Think about a basic grid that you can align things on. I always think about the rule of thirds grid, which is used in photography, but also useful in composing any two-dimensional surface. Basically, a grid would give you a few vertical and a few horizontal axes to work with. Right now, there's an axis here that's implied. There's an axis here where the type is aligned. Another vertical axis here at the edge of the photograph. And then 2 more vertical implied axes, or maybe more. So, cleaning that up would be good. To my eye, at least, creating these little borders creates tense areas in a composition. And my eye tends to focus right here, where these things converge. So think about, this would make a wonderful, large background photograph where it converged maybe on the logo. And I'm glad that you started to add type. That's good. Think about details of typography. For example, this 3-letter word. I probably would break it maybe here. Are bullets the best way to call out things? I'm glad that you're starting to think about type and copy. Run it by somebody at home too, or however you can, just to get some fresh eyes on it. So for the design part of it, good going. You've got the right ingredients. It's just a question of moving them around. I would say sketch profusely. Brandon, when I open up your file in Illustrator and it's prompting me for some missing things. One of them is images, although it looks like you've been able to embed this image. Now what I'm doing is I'm opening up your PDF in Illustrator. It's also prompting me for missing fonts. And there's a symbol font that you used, probably for the bullets. Yeah, that's what it is, that it can't find. I know it's silly, but linking font to fonts versus embedding them as outline is another thing that we'll study probably this week. So how to convert type to outline format. I'm just going to click through these things. Here's your file. I see that you've got the various layers for things, but again, I'm missing, like this masked photo, diver mask. I'm assuming that's what you had silhouetted or made a mask of. Let me zoom out here. And the other thing I'm not seeing, of course, is the logo. Now, in the PDF of your discussion, I am seeing these things. So let me see. Let me go back to that. I am seeing the logos, just so that you know. I would expect to see the mask on here somewhere too, unless this differs from what you finally submitted. I'm going to cut this short here. You've got the ingredients. I would like to see a mask, though, implemented. It's part of the rubrics. And I think you just need to move things around, sketch, simplify, start working on your typography. You've got copy. You'll be focusing on type this week, So think about how you can apply what you learned this week on your ads. Good progress. I look forward to seeing how these shape up.